Good morning. First of all, I would like to answer one of your questions. Yesterday I got an email from you asking me about the quote that you sent to me, asking me what I thought. The quote is a famous quote titled "In the Arena" by President Roosevelt. It's long, so I'm not going to read it to you. You can research it by yourself if you like. And what do I think? I think it's an excellent quote. And I would like to talk more on this subject. The quote is about, to summarize it, criticism, and who is in the position to criticize, and what criticism should we take seriously, and what criticism should we not take seriously, really, and more. But I want to talk about your email. Your email was an audio email, which is great. I like receiving audio emails, which was just a little under 6 minutes. So if it was plain text, it would have been quite long, right? Now, how many times did I listen to that email? 4 times. That's 6 minutes time for 24 minutes. 4 times on repeat. Why? Because it was interesting, because I know you've put time and effort into thinking what you're going to say, into the suggestion, into the idea, into sharing, into offering your opinion, into asking the opinion, and it has value. I have time. We all have time. We all have 24 hours a day, and we are the king of the time. We are the owner of this time. What we do with this time, how we share it, is up to us. We want to give 30% to our partner. We want to give 40% to our work. And then say we're busy for our friends. Yes, or we can give 80% to our friends and the 20% for ourselves, and then say to everybody else, I'm sorry, I don't have any time. It's that simple, right? Now, what did I do with my time today? I put 24 minutes of my time into listening to your message. This was my conscious choice, and I enjoyed it. Nobody forced me to do. On the other hand, there are now almost 700 registered users, S-type users, and there is some amount of email and messages online and so on. And some of them I read, and some of them I can't really read. I can't get past the first or the second line, or even the title. Why? Because they are very self-centered. Self-centered, asking for favors, asking for things to be done to people, asking for orders, asking for tasks, asking. With I in the middle, I and the dot radiating with selfishness. I can be cruel with what I say, and I can be very critical. But if I don't tell you, nobody else will. You send letters every day out at work, email to friends. Have you ever thought about other people when you do this? Have you ever thought about what they want, what they might feel like, what they would enjoy reading, what you should say to appeal to their needs, what you can do to help them? Or have you always been thinking about what you want and how the other person could help you satisfy your needs? And yes, a portion of criticism as well coming from this email or coming from somebody else. Now, if the person who sent me this audio email yesterday says something, says words of criticism for Lina, I think you shouldn't do this, I think you should do this. Am I going to listen? Am I going to take him seriously? Yes, because I know that he put time, thought, and care and love into that advice. And some empty criticism is just like dirt on the floor. Okay, there's dirt. Okay, ignore it. Don't see it. Not interested. But basically what you want, by sending an email, by opening up the compose page in the email box and writing something, you want attention, right? be it my attention, be it the attention of your boss or your business partner or your friend. You want attention, you want care from the other side, you want a reply. How do you get that reply? By focusing on the other person, by thinking. Yes, it does take some brain training. By thinking about what the other person might need and might want and would like to hear. Not necessarily lying, but not saying, I want and I like and I would like this and I would like that. Now give it to me, please. I beg you. It doesn't work this way. We still have newcomers, and I still get emails of, okay, give me tasks. What can I do for you? Right? Reply with a very short message. Give me the options of what you can do. There come the options of carrots up the arse and whatever else. Think about, you're all adults. Well, most of you are. And even if you're not an adult, you need to learn quickly. When you are offering options, you want to help the other person, you want to serve the other person, not to waste their time, right? So if you do enjoy, let's say, putting certain objects in certain places, or so-called humiliation, that is good. Think about the other person. Is this something that will waste their time, or is this something that is going to make them really happy? Now, when somebody says that they're a C-type, a controlling type, they are not implying that they enjoy watching people they don't know putting certain objects in certain places. Then why do you assume? This is a difficult subject to talk to, but we have to get through it. Why do you assume that they would enjoy it? Why do you offer the options that are self-serving if you want to serve another person? It's like coming to somebody on the street and saying, I want to help you. And they say like, okay, what do you want to do for me? They say, well, I can jump on the spot, or make funny faces, or scratch my back. So which one are you going to choose? It's like, no thanks, I think I have to go, right? Now this seems ridiculous to you. But people get surprised, why don't I want to see that? Why don't I want to see somebody jump on the spot, or scratch their back, or make funny faces? And this is a comparison, right? I don't want to be very graphic with your examples, because some of them are purely revolting. Because we have watched a lot of things on the internet that picture the actress enjoying, the actress pretending to enjoy watching somebody scratch their back and jump on the spot and make funny faces. But you have to remember that it is an actress who was paid to do the job, to pretend that she is enjoying these things. Very far from reality, just like watching a movie. No, she isn't really married to him, and no, she is not really in love with him. She's getting paid to play the role. And he's not really a murderer. He's a nice family guy, but he's getting paid to play a role. I'm not getting paid to play a role. I am Lena and I'm myself. When you start your emails, my name does not start with the letter M or G or Q. My name is Lena. So why would you call me names that come from actresses on the internet? It isn't a social status, it isn't a job, it isn't the core. The M, the G, the D, whatever. D? Yeah, D. There's plenty of ways to call it. So we did start talking about the quote. What do I like to get? What sort of emails do I like to get? What sort of feedback? What sort of connections do I like to make? When I see that you are thinking, that you're changing your life, that you are growing, that you are working, and how is that connected with an S-type and C-type dynamic? Very simply, I tell you what to do. I tell you what to do every day. What did I talk about yesterday? About respect for your parents and resolving conflicts, be it with your mother, your father, or your ex-wife or your ex-girlfriend. These conflicts eat us from the inside. If you resolve the conflict, 1, you're listening to my orders. 2, you're perfecting your life. You are solving issues in your life. And don't say, I don't have any issues, because we all do. In one area or another, we all have certain issues that need a bit of work. That is service. That is service that I want to see, not somebody jumping on the spot or putting things in places where they do not belong. And this is being direct, not to hurt your feelings, but to make you see certain things. The younger you are, the easier it is to see. Yet the younger you are, the stronger the sexual drive is, and the stronger is the desire to reject all of what Lena is saying now and say, bullshit. Women like that exist. I'm going to jump on the spot and find the one who enjoys watching it. I'm sure they exist. I've seen them in movies. Yeah, sure, they were actors and they were paid for it to pretend that they do enjoy it, but I'm sure people like that exist, right? Look all your life. She might enjoy a part of it. You know, if somebody starts jumping on the spot, I'm gonna smile. Yeah, that's fun. But is that something I would choose to waste my time on every day? Or more than like 2 seconds a day? No. It gets very boring. Because I know the person is serving themselves. They enjoy jumping on the spot. They enjoy making funny faces. Like, yeah, once it's fun. For 30 seconds or a minute. And it's like, dang. I've seen many people do funny faces and jumping on the spot. Please, don't show me that. I don't want to see that. I want service. I want you to realize that this is 200 something time. That serving a woman, and I'll repeat, serving a woman is doing what she needs done. Or she wants done. Not doing what you think or somebody else thinks of what an actress in the movie pretends to show. Doing what she wants to be done, doing what she wants, doing what she likes. And how do you know that, what she likes? Not by asking questions, what can I do for you? By talking to her, by observing her, by listening to her, by identifying this yourself. This is the work. Nothing in the world is easy. You're not going to be fit if you don't exercise, if you don't put the effort. You're not going to be healthy if you don't eat right. Not for very long anyway. You're not going to be smart if you don't study and learn and use your brain. And you're not going to be a good servant if you don't listen and do all the work up here and down here. If you don't observe people. Aha! So she mentioned 100 times that she likes green juices. She must like green juices. Wow, I made a discovery. So if I make her green juice instead of coffee in the morning, she might be happy. Excellent. That's good job. Of course, my favorite moron example. And so on. Now, if you want to criticize me, and this is where we started with the video, you have to prove to me that you are worth listening to. And not everybody is. We don't listen to everybody. If you go to a restaurant, if I go to a restaurant, I look at the chef. First of all, I look at the chef. Do they have red cheeks? Do they have blood vessels in the nose and the stomach like this? Am I going to eat their food? I might order a fruit salad and leave. Why? Because if he eats like this every day, and if I eat like that, I'm going to be like that. If a doctor tells you, you should exercise more, yet he is he's not in the position to tell you to exercise more because he never exercised himself. No, what I'm trying to say, look at the person who is speaking. If you have achieved something, if I admire you, if you are a great presenter, if you are a spiritual leader, if you are a lecturer, if you're a teacher, and you tell me, Lena, you should really watch for the length of your videos, they're too long, or Lena, you should wear a skirt instead, it will appeal to the audience, and Lena, you should not sit with your foot up. I take your advice. The foot goes right down, the skirt goes back on. Whatever you say. If you are not in the position to criticize me, and by that say, okay, who are you? Who are you to give me advice? Well, I'm an internet surfer, and I leave a lot of nasty comments on every second video, and what have I achieved myself? Well, nothing. Why should I listen to you? Why should I listen to you? Also, when somebody does not ask you for advice, you don't need to tell them you are wrong. You don't need to tell them, oh, you should change that, you should change this. Because people are not ready yet. When we are ready, we ask people, what do you think? Do you think I could make any changes? What do you think I should explore? What do you think I should talk about? And so on. So, the thing with criticism, first you have to be in a position that is like an authority, and I'm against the authority, it's all equal. But say if Angela, I remember my friend Angela, who's a personal trainer, and she can bend in every direction, she's got iron discipline, she's great. If she tells me, Lena, I reckon you should do this, this and this, exercise wise and discipline wise, I'm going to say, yes, thank you very much for your criticism, I will try to change. But if, let's say my Thai friend, who's really fat and feeds on fried chicken at the market, if my Thai friend is going to say, Lena, I think you should not eat green juice, drink green juice, and I'm just going to ignore him, like, yeah, okay, whatever. This is the difference. Same with getting attention. And I know the topics are sort of mixed up today, but don't tell me you don't want attention. If you do write to me, if you send messages, this is what you want, this is what we want. It's simple, you don't have to be shy of it. But if if you want attention, you have to think, you have to use your brain, and not just like, okay, what do I want? I want to jump on the spot. Yeah. She looks like the woman who will enjoy seeing me jump on the spot. And make funny faces too, because I really enjoy that. And scratch my own back. Yeah, it feels so nice when you scratch your own back. I'm sure she will enjoy it. Okay, I'm going to write to her, telling her all that I like and all that I want to do for her. Like scratching my back and jumping on the spot and making funny faces, because I think it's cool. I really enjoy doing it. How come there is no reply? That is so rude, right? Well, you haven't gone into trouble of watching the videos. If you did watch the videos, you would have known by now, because I've mentioned it over 200 times, that serving a woman is doing what she wants, not what he wants. And this is not frustration, this is reinforcing the message with the voice and the hands and whatever else it takes, last breath, to put it into your mind, for you to be able to understand finally, aha, and life will change, things will flow smoothly. But you want to obey, you have the desire to be controlled, you have the desire to belong, you want to be told what to do. Where is that? What sort of training are you talking about if there are no orders, if there are no tasks? What do you mean there are no tasks? In every video there is tasks and orders, be it on your diet, on how to treat your parents, or your family, or yourself. There is an order and task, few, in every single video. This is what you are to follow. This is the training. Oh, how boring. We don't want that. Well, then maybe I'm not the right person to serve. Then maybe you should try to find an actress. actress who will charge a certain amount of money to do what you want her to do, not what she really wants to do. What she really wants to do is take that money and go buy herself new clothes. Okay, that's not sexy really. Or go and buy her boyfriend a new watch. And that's sad, but it's true. Getting cynical? Oh no, cynical is sometimes good when you're trying to criticize, when you're trying to straighten things up, when you're in a little bit of a cruel mood. But this tiny little bit of pain and disappointment and kind of not feeling right when you hear this, like, no, that's not true. I don't want to accept it. I don't want to hear it. That sort of discomfort somehow adjusts and readjusts certain thoughts and ideas of just standing back and thinking, okay, well, she said all this stuff and I don't want to believe it, because I still think that actresses are truly genuine, that they're not really acting for money, and they really want to see people jump on the spot and scratch their own back. I'm sure they enjoy it. There must be people like that in the world. In fact, there must be some in my area. I just haven't met them yet. But maybe, what if Lena is true? What if what Lena says is true? What if she is right? What if the actresses are just actresses, and all that I've seen in the videos and what I read on Color Me is just because women want to get what they want, and that is money to have a more comfortable life. And when people ask me to pay for watching me scratch my own back, that means they don't really want to see me scratch my own back, but they want the money. Maybe that is true. Okay. Now that leads me to think, if I do want to serve, and if I have the inner desire in me to submit and to see a woman happy, maybe the answer is do what she wants. Okay, well, let's try that. Let's try that. Yeah? Yeah? Yeah, okay. And let's see you tomorrow.